Spring is here, and instead of going outside and aggravating my allergies, I'm gonna stay inside and watch a new seasonal anime. In this video, I'm gonna talk about which animes I'm going to watch and which animes I think will be trash. Now let's stop wasting time and let's get right into it. First anime is Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village Arc. What is there more to say about Demon Slayer? If you haven't seen Demon Slayer, you should. It's one of the most popular animes in the past few years, and it's worth a watch. And I'm expecting another great season. Next anime is Hell's Paradise. From what I've seen of this anime, I'm excited for it. Hell's Paradise is about Gabimaru the Hollow, a cold, emotionless ninja that is tired of killing and was set up by his fellow ninjas and is now on death row. He wants to die, but no method of execution is working. He is recruited to join this expedition to search for an elixir of life in exchange for a full pardon. Hell's Paradise is going to be an anime where it has a bunch of gore, action, and adventure. It basically feels like a historical Suicide Squad. I'm excited to watch this one, and I expect most of you are too. Next is KonoSuba, an explosion on this wonderful world. I love KonoSuba, and any more KonoSuba I'll take. Looks like this will be a side story focused on Mega Man. In this series, I'm expecting us to learn more about Mega Man and where she comes from. He's gonna focus on the Crimson Magic Clan and how Mega Man became who she is in the current series. I'm expecting a lot of comedy, and Mega Man's a great character. I like Mega Man as a character, and I like KonoSuba, so I'm definitely gonna give this a watch. Next is Oshi no Ko. This anime is the one I'm most hyped for. I love the manga, and I hope this adaptation does it justice. This anime is about a 16-year-old named Ai Hoshino is a talented idol. She becomes pregnant and sees a doctor in the countryside named Goru, who's a big fan of her. He promises her a safe delivery, but later encounters a mysterious figure that results in his death. Upon opening his eyes, Goru finds himself reborn as Aquamarine Hoshino, Ai's newborn son. It is a reincarnated anime, but not into another fantasy world. Goru learns the world of showbiz and is motivated to succeed to the top. Though this anime is a drama and has supernatural aspects to it. We get to see behind the world of showbiz and how it really works from behind the scenes. What made me really like the manga is the characters and just the story itself. I find the plot really interesting, and a lot of the characters have their own secret motivations. I mean, the world of show business is a dirty place, and you gotta fake it till you make it. And honestly, I think I'll enjoy this more than Demon Slayer. That's my hot take of the season. Regardless, I'm super hyped for this one, and I think you should definitely give it a watch. I think this will be one of the most popular animes of the season. Next is My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. After her boyfriend cheats on her with another girl he met in-game, Akane learns the hard way that gamer boyfriends can be just as bad as the offline variety. As she vents her angers by beating up mobs to a pulp, she has a chance encounter with Akito Yamada, a guildmate with an afro and a mask. They meet at a gaming event and we'll see what their relationship goes from there. So this anime is a slice of life romance, but the theme is video games. So you're expecting a lot of video game references, probably a lot of gameplay of whatever game they're playing, and Yamada represents an unsociable gamer type. These romance video game animes are always hit or miss. I like a lot of the video game references, but the romance is what will make or break this anime. And we'll see if it can set itself apart from the others of the same genre. I'm gonna give it a chance, and hopefully it's good. Next anime is Heavenly Delusion. With the safety of the walls, the youths are raised in a nursery-style setting by robots. While life there may appear stale on the surface, the children are full of potential and curiosity. While on the outside, the world is a hellscape. It is almost entirely void of anything mechanical, and is now inhabited by bizarre yet powerful supernatural beings. This anime is an adventure sci-fi anime and seems interesting. This anime is probably a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, and could be kind of a coming-of-age story, where the children are curious and want to explore the worlds outside of their walls. We have seen animes like this in the past, and I do enjoy them. The synopsis of the anime caught my eye, and I'm gonna give it a chance. Next is Mashle, Magic and Muscles. I probably butchered that. To everyone else in his magic-dominated world, a young, powerless Mash is a threat to the gene pool and must be purged. He secretly lives in the forest, but soon his identity is exposed and is a threat to his peaceful life. He begins a journey to become the Divine Visionary, a role so powerful that society would have no choice to accept his existence. Mash enrolls in this prestigious Eastern Magic Academy, competing against children of some of the most powerful and elite in the realm. He's at a huge disadvantage, but in order to achieve his goal, he'll do everything he can to become the Divine Visionary. I heard this anime is a mixture of One Punch Man and Harry Potter. This anime is labeled as an action comedy fantasy with a theme of gag humor and parody. What really gets me is the parody tag. I love parody animes, I think they're really funny, as long as it's done right. And I'm just a sucker for main characters who are weak, showing up all the other characters. I'm excited for this anime, and I hope it lives up to my hype. Next is I got a cheat skill in another world and became Unrivaled in the real world too. Speaking of OP main characters, this one's right up my alley. A mysterious door stands open, inviting a boy who's been brutally bullied all his life to take a courageous step forward into the unknown. On the other side, he finds hordes of priceless artifacts in a world filled with magic and monsters. The most shocking revelation is that he can bring whatever he wants back with them, and it won't be long before his double life changes him forever. Now, this seems like isekai trash, and to be honest, it probably is. Am I gonna watch it? Definitely. It seems like more isekai animes are giving the characters access to both their original world and their new fantasy world. And it's a nice change of pace, but honestly, it's all the same isekai trash. I'm a sucker for main characters becoming OP and proving everyone wrong that bullied them. I'm sure I'll enjoy this one. Next is In Another World with my smartphone too. The only reason why I'm talking about this one, because I've watched season 1. And this one is actual isekai trash. It's super generic and boring. It does nothing special and unique with the isekai genre, except for he has a smartphone that's overpowered. And all the characters are pretty much the same. And I'm gonna give it a shot just because I've seen season 1, but to be honest, I probably won't finish it. Next is The Dangers in My Heart. Kotaro Ichikawa may look like an average middle school student, but in his heart he dreams of murder. It is no surprise that he wants to kill the class idol Ana Yamada. It's labeled as a comedy romance, and I assume with this anime, we're gonna hear a lot of his inner thoughts of murder and killing, but then the school idol slowly changes his mind. Throughout the series they're gonna get closer, and maybe he'll change his mind about the whole murder thing, or even fall in love with her. It feels like one of those teasing romance anime. I'm gonna give this anime a chance to watch a few episodes of it. Next is My Home Hero. Tetsuro is an ordinary salesman and discovers his daughter Rika has been physically abused by her boyfriend Nabuto. Trying to learn more about him, he finds out that Nabuto is part of this crime syndicate and is extorting money from Rika's wealthy grandparents. Filled with rage, Tetsuro ends up killing Nabuto, and with the help of his wife Kaisen, they successfully dispose of the body. And now members of the crime syndicate is looking into Nabuto's sudden disappearance. This anime is a drama suspense. I want to talk about this anime because the plot seems very interesting. But even with an interesting plot, the execution could be hit or miss. This anime is going to be really good or really shitty. It's definitely going to feel like a cat and mouse game where the main characters are continuing to hide their tracks while the syndicate are after them. I'm going to give this anime a chance. I hope it's really good and I finish the series. Next is Insomniacs After School. Grumpy Insomniac Nakami stumbles across the moderately rebellious yet easygoing Magari in the Astronomy Club's abandoned observatory. Magari tries to escape the scene, only to have the broken door prevent that, forcing the two inside. The two forge an unlikely friendship, leading them to use the observatory as a safe place for them to interact. This anime seems like your typical romance slice of life anime. It's probably gonna be a very wholesome anime too. I don't mind these slice of life romance animes, but my only problem with them is that sometimes they get too boring and I have no motivation to finish them. I'm gonna give this one a shot, and maybe it'll make me really like this anime. Next is Skip and Loafer. Excellent student Mitsume always dreamt of leaving her small town and going to a prestigious university, making a positive change in the world. But she's not prepared for a very different and overwhelming city life that awaits her in Tokyo High School. Luckily, she makes fast friends with Sosuke, a handsome classmate who's laid back, and can this naive country girl make it big in Tokyo, with Sosuke by her side. Another slice of life anime has popped up. You have the main character with big goals, but is now experiencing an entirely new life. It should be a good coming of age story, where we get to see the different hijinks she goes through as adjusting to her life in Tokyo. I like the plot and the character seems cool, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. Next is Summoned to Another World for a second time. So we got isekai squared over here. There was once a man summoned into another world, saved it. He became too popular there and turned into an isekai normie. However, that man fell into a trap and forcefully returned to his original world. Moreover, he had to start over as a baby. This is the story of a way too fantastic ex-hero who lived as a gloomy high schooler, as he gets summoned once again to that same other world in a very unexpected development. Who writes the synopsis? Wow, they're really trying to change up the isekai formula by having them isekai twice. I feel like this one's gonna be another isekai trash, but I'm gonna give it a chance because why not? I always gotta give these isekai a chance because you never know, you might find a gem. I'm gonna give it a chance, but worst case scenario, I just dropped the show. Next is A Galaxy Next Door. Ever since his father died, Ichiro has struggled to support his two younger siblings on nothing but a small inheritance and his passion for drawing manga. It's becoming harder to keep up with his growing responsibilities and deadlines, especially after his two assistants quit to follow their dreams. Nearing his breaking point, a beautiful, scarily competent Shiori applies to become his new assistant. But soon, his world is turned upside down when she suddenly declares them engaged to marry. So basically, a hot, crazy woman applies to become his assistant and wants to marry him. She's probably a stalker who loves his manga or something. I'm calling it right now. She probably isn't a stalker. It does have the supernatural tag, so it could be interesting. Maybe she's a ghost or angel or something, but it seems like an interesting plot at least. A romance slice of life with some supernatural aspects to it. This could be just another generic romance anime, but I'm interested to know where this woman came from, and how can I get one too. This plot has caught my attention for me to give it a chance. But what I really got from the synopsis is follow your dreams. Whatever dream you have out there, work hard for it and make it a reality. This anime seems intriguing. I'm gonna give it a shot. Next is the Aristocrat's Otherworldly adventure, serving gods who go too far. Teenager Kazuya died while saving young girls from an attacker. He finds himself reincarnated into a world of sword and magic. he remembers his life and knowledge of Earth, and he is now Kane, the third son of an aristocrat. He's granted protection by the gods on his 5th birthday, but it turned out to be too much of a good thing. His stats and boosts are so powerful that he must hide his real ability and climb the ranks as he descends into the darkest dungeons. Well, here's another isekai. This one seems like another generic isekai anime where he has to hide his ability because people might be scared of how powerful he is and try to kill him. You know what his mistake was trying to save those young girls. You know what? Fuck them kids. I had to give it a chance at least because you never know. But this one is definitely leaning towards a drop for me. Next is KamiKatsu, working for God in a godless world. Yakuto's parents are leaders of a cult. After he gets sacrificed, he gets reincarnated into a world where religion doesn't exist and porn books are akin to child's doodles. He finds that it is also a world where your life and death are decided by the country. While obstructing his friend's execution, both of them lose their lives. Just at that moment, the god of his religion comes to their world and revives them. So we have another isekai here, but it has a unique plot to it. A different plot, I should say. The genre is labeled as action, comedy, fantasy, and ecchi. It does seem like just another isekai anime, which there seems to be a lot of this season. But having him being sacrificed by his parents for a cult does make it more intriguing for me to watch it. But why did the synopsis have to add that porn is basically just doodles? I'm expecting this anime to be pretty funny, a lot of ecchi moments. I've actually watched the first episode of this, and I find it very entertaining. But the one thing I have to complain about this anime is, ew, what the fuck is that? Next is the legendary hero is dead. So the legendary hero Shion sealed the gates and the demonic threat has vanquished. Unfortunately, the seal is incomplete and the demons are attacking again. Worried about the safety of his village, a perverted farmer Toka digs a pitfall to defend himself against demons. But when the demons are attacking, Shion is on his way to save the village. Unexpectedly, he falls in the pitfall and dies. Toka digs the body to hide his evidence, but the necromancer brings the heroes back to life. Well, sort of. Toka's soul is in Shion's rotting body and must save the world. Okay, so at least we don't have another isekai, but it's basically just another fantasy adventure show. There should be a lot of comedic bits in this, but with the plot, it seems funny at least, and I'm gonna give it a chance. Next is Dead Mount Deathplay. It's a showdown for the ages, as the legendary hero takes on the corpse god necromancer. But when the dust settles, something isn't quite right. In the final moments of their epic confrontation, the corpse god's final gambit shot was woefully unexpected. Reincarnation magic. Across space and time, a boy named Poka Shinomiya awakens feeling not quite himself. Who could have expected that the climatic battle between good and evil would turn out like this? So it is another reincarnated anime, but this one seems a little different. I wasn't gonna talk about this anime at first, but seeing the thumbnail and the trailer, I'm a little bit more intrigued. It looks like kinda like a battle royale anime, kinda like Future Diaries. I'm expecting a lot of fighting, blood, guts, gore, and everything. I'm gonna give this one a chance, and if it's bad, I'll just drop it. Next is the reason why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion. When Park Unya dies in modern-day Korea, she awakens as the body of Raeliana, the eldest daughter of a rich baron. However, this is no ordinary world. It's the exact same novel as she once read. But Raeliana is far from the main character. She is a mere plot device, whose murderer is at the hands of her fiancé and instigates the entire story. Raeliana has no intention of accepting this fate quietly, as she sets her eyes on someone with a position of great power, the rich male protagonist, Duke Noah. So it's another romance otame game anime, where they get reincarnated into the otame game, or in this case, a light novel that they've read before. They become the villainess or a side character that has a bad ending, and they're gonna do everything they can to prevent that. Honestly, I'm probably gonna skip this anime because I have too much fatigue of the genre. We get 1 or 2 of these every seasonal anime, and I'm done with them. I'm only mentioning it because maybe people are interested in this one, and let me know if this one actually turned out to be good. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be bad, probably just average at best, but I'm so sick of the genre that I'm gonna skip this one. Next is my one-hit kill sister. It wasn't me who was strongest in another world, but my sister. That's the only sentence I'm gonna read in the synopsis. You know exactly what you're expecting in this anime. So here is yet again another isekai, where the main character is not the strongest, but his sister. This anime already has the vibes of the MILF isekai, but instead of a mother, it's his older sister. The older sister's probably gonna have some brother complex, which is fucking weird, and the younger brother has the weakest skills, who actually has to grind his way to become somewhat powerful. I'm not expecting much from this isekai trash. Again, we've seen this type of anime before, and am I gonna watch it? Damn it, I'm probably gonna give it a chance at least. Next is the cafe Terrace and its goddesses. When Hayato's grandmother's passed, he planned to sell her rundown cafe on the shore, not realizing it was the home of 5 young women who called themselves her family. The desperation to keep the cafe open convinces Hayato to give it a shot, but even the best intentions might not be enough to make it work. So it's a comedy, romance, ecchi, harem-made cafe anime. In this anime, I'm expecting a lot of Hayato walking in on the girls changing or something, a lot of misunderstandings, and Hayato probably getting beat up. Honestly, if this anime came out 10 years ago, I probably would be interested in it just because of the ecchi tag. Maybe I'll give it an episode or two just to see what it is, but I feel like I already know what's gonna happen in this anime. Last one is Rokudo's Bad Girls. Rokudo is a first year attending Amori High, a school full of delinquents. He's often bullied by his classmates due to his incompatibility with their behavior, with the exception of his two good friends who are social outcasts. Frustrated with their treatment, the three wish they could stand up and claim the fun, peaceful school life they always dreamed of. Rokudo's life takes a drastic turn when he receives a package from his late grandfather containing their family heirloom, a scroll that possesses the power to save him from impending danger. Upon holding the scroll, a strange mark is left on his forehead. Thinking that he received the means to free himself and his friends of this daily treatment, he is shocked to find the effects, capturing the hearts of all the delinquent girls. So this anime is a harem where he gets all the bad bitches. Literally bad. Will this anime be good? Probably not. Will it be entertaining? Maybe. I'm gonna give this anime a chance. I don't think it'll be good, but I should be entertained at least. Now I quickly want to go over the sequels for spring 2023. These are the sequels that I haven't seen the previous seasons of, and I just wanted to mention it briefly. So quickly, the sequels I won't be watching is Dr. Stone, New World, Over the Moon for You, Season 2, The Ancient Magnus Bride, Season 2, Ranking of the Kings, The Treasure Chest of Courage, Kuma 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 Bear Punch, Eden Zero, 2nd Season, Birdie Wing, Golf Girls, Story Season 2, and that's it for all the sequels. Again, I won't be watching them because I haven't seen the previous seasons, but I thought I'd mention it here just in case some of you guys are excited for them. And those are all the animes I want to talk about for spring 2023. There are a few animes this season that I'm expecting to be great, such as Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Oshinoko, but there's a lot of lackluster ones, especially all the isekai trash. This seasonal anime is weak compared to some of the ones that we had in the past, but there are some strong candidates for anime of the year. Overall, I think the season should be good though. There's a lot of shows that caught my interest, but let me know, what are you gonna watch? Which anime are you looking forward to? And which ones are you excited for that I didn't talk about? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.